Hello, it's day 5 of Yogtober, so let's get on with it. So today, I'm just going to start with a twist, an easy twist. So just turn to the left, hand on knee and the other hand behind as you look over the shoulder. Heard a click there, hope you guys got a nice click. Really pull up to straight before you begin, and deep breaths here. So we're just sitting down on the sitting bones, looking over the shoulder, and as you breathe out, try and get a little bit further round. Good, let's take it to the other side. Just an easy twist. Be gentle with yourself. Don't pull too hard. Just breathing deeply as you sit up straight. You don't have to look over the shoulder, you can just take the neck out of it if you've got tightness in the neck. But really try and get a little bit further round as you breathe out. Lovely. Okay, so now we're just going to take the hands forward. So pad your hands forwards, maybe come up to the fingertips like Spider-Man and bow the head all the way down. So you feel that in the hips, the shoulders. Maybe just weave a little bit, like gravity do its thing, and just surrender down here. And then pad back. Good. We'll do that backward bend, the counter pose to that, just popping onto the knees and pushing through the hips. Just breathe deeply. Just really hold that posture. Okay, good. Up onto your all fours. So all fours, knees under the hips and hands under the shoulders, dipping and arching. Again, another click. Gosh, I must have needed this today. A couple of clicks. Arching, dipping. One of my favourites. Okay, extend your right leg and just push into that heel so you stretch out your calf muscle for the first time. Raising your head, really give that nice push. And switch to the other side, push, stretch out the calf. Good. Then we're just going to do the same thing again, but we're going to lift high and over to the left and look over to the left. So you get a side stretch and then take your leg high using the glutes and look over to the right. So it's called side cat. So do 3 each side. Really controlled. Looking, swinging that leg, lifting it high. And the other side. So again, push through the heel and lift, cross and look. Lift high, cross, look the other side. You should feel lovely stretches across the side of your body. That's it. Just 3. So we've only got 15 minutes. Nice. Okay. So just walk your hands backwards, tuck your toes under, and just sit with your weight on your heels. Just pull the little toes. Sometimes they get stuck. Pull your little toes round and just really bending the foot so it's like this. So your toes are getting a stretch here, shoulders are back, chin parallel with the floor. See, I know it's a bit painful for some people, but try and breathe through it. Give the foot a good stretch. Good. And then just bring yourself into downward facing dog. So tailbone nice and high, bring the heels to the ground and press the chest towards the thighs. Shaking the head loose, no tension in the neck or shoulders. One more breath like that. And then just slowly bend the knees towards the ground and hover about 2 inches off the mat. Hook the hips under and just hold yourself there. So we're just breathing in this kind of half dog. Well, it's more of a crunch really. There we go, just bending the knees, up nice, strong, straight arms. You should be really feeling this in the thighs. Keep the breath flowing. And send your hips back up into the normal dog. And let spin upwards with that right leg high into the air again. Feel that's a good stretch in the left side. Bend the foot, flex the knee and spin outwards and over to the heels, dropping towards the glutes. Chest pushing towards the thigh. Good. And then swing this whole leg in between the hands. And when you feel sturdy and safe and secure, bend that front knee and just rise up into the high lunge. If you're feeling a bit wobbly, just creep the foot out to the right foot out to the right. Okay, so just hold this lovely high lunge for 1 more second, and then slowly down to one knee. Good, you can bring the foot to the floor, sink deeper into it, and just really reach. Then take it a tiny bit further, lift up the foot, and see if we can just use our flexibility a little bit more, plunging the hips down and just gently picking the foot up, and imagining one day we're going to take hold of that foot. Woo! Not today. You could, if you want to then, play with it and bring both hands round to the foot and see, just playing with it, don't do anything too drastic, just playing with one hand and then the other one maybe. Whoop, there we go, that's it, and then it feels so nice just to like almost pull away and then push in. So playing, be playful with it. And I'm finding it hard to balance. So if you're the same, take your foot a little bit further out to the side. So just pulling in, leaning back, forward and back. And then eventually we'll just reach up and maybe try and connect. One day it might happen. No, not today. Okay, just take your hands down to the mat, and you don't have to have a mat by the way. Bring the right hand on the inside. So we'll do this humble dragon again, onto the edge of your foot. So let the knee drop out to the side, gazing ahead in this humble dragon. Drop onto the elbows if it feels okay. And a little bit of sway, a bit of movement often helps. Nice deep breaths. Hands plunging down again, and the same. So the opposite side to the leg swings round to the opposite arm. So right arm, left leg, pulling in. So what I often do is a bit of movement, pulling in, moving the back with it. Good. And then just pause there, opening the body to the side, to the right. Good. It is a big stretch, so don't worry if you're finding that tricky. And then just bring your right foot back to the hands and knees, and we'll just tuck your toes under and go back to the door. That's great. Deep breaths. We'll send the left leg high up into the air, flex the foot, bend the knee, and spin open. Really enjoy that, just loosening the lower back, any tension in the lower back. And then just bring that foot in between the hands, and we'll take it straight into high lunge. Breathing. Good. Slowly lowering down. Foot down, just straight up, leave a little lean back, it feels okay. And just pick up that foot and see, same thing, if we can imagine holding that foot one day. Good. Lovely, and then just bring your hands all the way down and flip onto the edge of that left foot. So you can come down to the elbows if it's possible, and a little bit of movement as you do the humble dragon. Pushing back up. We'll just take the left hand round this time to catch hold of the foot. Just practicing pulling in and kicking out. Pulling in, kicking hand either side of that foot and spring back to the dog. Okay, good. Just rise up onto the tippy toes and back down a couple of times. And just bend the knees and a little jump into the middle of your mat and just roll up. Good. Let's do triangle pose. So taking your feet nice and wide, rolling out that right foot, slide into triangle pose. So just go as deep down as you feel comfortable. Feet are perpendicular to each other and arms up in the air, palm facing forward. And lean the head slightly back as you push the hips slightly forwards, straightness in the legs. And let's slowly reverse it. Top hand down, and let the left hand come up. Place your right hand. Nice. Return. And we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, swizzling the feet round, bump the hips out to the right, sliding down to the left. Looking up to those fingers, move the head back. Even if it means coming up a little bit, push the hip out. Enjoy. Then let's reverse it. All the way around. So you're looking in the completely opposite direction. Just back round. And bring your feet in a tiny bit. So what we're going to do from this kind of narrow position is just a forward fold. So arms come out to shoulder height and just drop forwards, really keeping a flatness in the back. And come to about halfway, so you're feeling that in your hamstrings. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together, push the sitting bones backwards, and then try and imagine like a sort of rod of energy going out through the crown of the head, connecting to the tailbone, and then just slowly up. And we'll just take it, the feet again. So your right foot pointing away, left foot pointing forwards, just a little bit further apart than normal. Than what we were just doing. So yeah, creep outwards, creep wide. Lift the arms to shoulder height and sink down. So you're looking out over the fingers in a warrior two. But this time flip the right hand and so you've got opposite, one palm down, one palm up, just little pats. Tiny little pats. Okay. So this is taking your brain away from what you're feeling in the knee, maybe, in your thigh, sinking deeper into that stretch. Nice active back leg. Don't forget about the back leg. Good. Then flip the palms as we come into the other side. So same thing, warrior two, pats. Get nice and comfortable. Check that your knee is right over the top of your ankle. Head's nice and back. Don't go too powerful, like boing, boing, boing. Just nice little ones. Good. Nice and relax. Straighten up the leg. Bring both feet to the front. Slide your hands down the backs of the legs and just pull yourself in. Swaying a little bit is always good. And then forwards. I think that might be enough for today. We'll just come down for one final move, shoulders rolling a few times. Let's do a head roll, chin to the chest first. Slowly move, big circle. Good. Well done, guys. See you tomorrow. Namaste.